Hola guys! I am beginning my Halloween costume and I am about to pin these onto the top of this dress. You might probably gonna get chopped off head, weird angles, mess in the background, but I am just super excited, super stoked. I started my Halloween costume and I think I found the perfect layout for this sparkly web that I picked up at the 99-cent only. I think I found the perfect layout across the dress to match my inspiration picture. It took me a little while, but I kind of figured it out. Now, in order to get the sparkly stretch across the bodice like the inspiration picture, I've just tucked in the little strings that you're going to use to put these webs up on the wall. I've tucked it in just to gauge where I'm going to pin. I'm just trying to get everything where it's supposed to be. That way when I get out my little needle and thread, everything will be marked. Okay, so there's the first pins because she has stripes across. And then her web actually begins right at her pooch. Well, she ain't got no pooch. So you see the web pattern? It starts here, just like on her dress. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch it out. I'm just going to stretch to get the web right there. I'm going to put a pin here and a pin here because that's where I'm going to sew. Okay, so I have the top pinned. I went ahead and pinned the web to this side, both sides. I thought about pinning the bottom just a little more to spread it out more, but I kind of like the way it hangs. So all I'm going to do at this point, you see these, I'm going to clip them off. Here's the pinned top, here's the pinned side. I wonder, should I spread it out some more? Should I pin this out more? And that? I think so. I think I should definitely pin. Yeah. Now we need the skirt. Now her skirt is like a flouncy little Victorian curtain thingamabob, and she has enough room to where her spider legs and her big spider's gonna hang. Now, if I saw correctly, it looks as if though maybe I can pin this in the middle and then do a curtain pin, like a curtain tuck. So we're gonna try that, okay? I thought about leaving a bubble for a big spider butt, but I already have enough bubble to make a spider butt. So I definitely want the little fake lace to show. So I'm trying to figure how to gather it and pin it so it'll be beautimous. And I think this is what we're gonna do. I just don't want to fall and hurt myself. But as is, it has a pretty little train. Can y'all see that? It has a pretty little train to it. Everything is pinned where I want it to be pinned. Okay. Now, I have got to make the belt that my legs are going to go around. So this spider is going to be attached to whatever the heck I figure out is going to snap or tie or buckle around my waist. But I have to find something to attach these to because they're going to be my legs on either side. Can you imagine, guys? How disgustingly creepy is that going to be? Okay, so on her upper part, she has sleeves. And I don't want sleeves because I want to do some fake tattoos, spiderweb tattoos on my arms. But I did find this runner, remember? And I thought a little runner attachment might be pretty. Can y'all kind of see? Here's the curtain tuck. Here's this. I got these little gloves with the with that little ensemble from Walmart. Okay, I think it adds a little something something. I'm gonna hot glue my spiders on here. It's kind of giving Spider Queen Borzello. Now, you remember the little gem spiders I bought? If you look at the inspiration picture, her little web on the dress has little gems. And I think that's going to be perfect. I'm going to add a few of those little rings to the front. And I think it's going to work. But let me give you guys an idea of what it is that I'm trying to do for the top. I like the little chapeau, okay? But I want to do something grand on top. On my Hollow My Weenie costume, and I decided I'm going to try and work the legs. I have the belt, I have the legs, I have the Velcro that I'm going to try and attach it to. But as I was looking at the inspiration picture, I realized that the legs on that dress are short. They come out at the waist and curve down maybe to top of the thigh, maybe mid thigh. And mine are super long. Mine go down to a little past my knee. So I was thinking, because the inspiration dress is a poofy kind of princess dress, the short wide legs make sense, where mine is the slim dress. I think I'm gonna leave them long, and then if it's just horribly ugly and awkward, then I'll just trim them the closer we get to Hollow My Weenie. So today I'm working on legs, and I'm working on my headpiece. Okay, that's the aim for today. That's the goal for today, because if I don't get something started, I know me, I'm gonna just end up thinking, it's too much time, I don't want to anymore. I'm also probably more than likely gonna hot glue this spider on the little gloves and the little chapeau. So here we go with the belt. Now I want to spray paint the belt, and I figured if I skip one on each side of this circle and start 1, 2, 3, 4, then the legs will fall where I want them to. So my idea, and let's see if it's gonna work, is to take these Velcros, attach the scratchy part to the belt, and the felty fuzzy part to the leg. And hopefully there's enough surface for it to stick. We're just gonna test to see if it's even gonna work. So I put the felty fuzzy on here, and the scritchety scratchety on here. And I just have to make sure that I center all of them correctly, and then attach. Y'all ready? Y'all want to see if this is gonna work? Well, it held it. I mean, it's stuck on there, guys. Listen. Y'all hear that? So I'm gonna attach the other 3 tabs here. Now, for those of you who use Velcro, you guys, does it matter which goes where? Should the crunchy go to the base and the felt go to what you're trying to attach, or vice versa? Do y'all know? Sorry for the lighting and just the chaos going on. It is Thursday. They're super long, guys. guys. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to trim them. Where can I put y'all so y'all can see? Baby, look, I have legs. Do y'all see how long they are? Now, it's creepy. It's giving me creepy, okay? But, I don't know. They're going to scrape. They're going to fall. Should I kind of like it. It's creepy. Okay. Let's walk and see what the legs do. I just want them to tug off or pull off. What do y'all think, guys? Shorten them? Or leave them as is? Que panzota. I could hike them up some, but they're still very long. Hey guys, what do y'all think? Leave them long or shorten them like the inspiration pick? Okay, so the legs are not complete, but they're put together. The form is put together. I need to make sure I can stabilize them, that they're not going to like fall off. Or I could just reinforce with more electrical tape up at the top where it's connected together. I could reinforce with electrical tape because I'm going to spray paint it anyway. I might do that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to overthink, but there are definitely ideas where I want to be sure that they're a little more stable on the belt and that they give just a little more shape up at the top. So by the time Halloween comes along, I'm sure I'll have that figured out. Okay. So now the next thing I want to work on is the headpiece, and it is going to be very simple. I'm using the mat as a back, and the shiny, oh, that one's broken, and the shiny web as a front. I'm going to remove these stray little strings. So I kind of want to just do a twine tie. I have some fishing line actually, so it's you don't see it. I want to just tie this black mat to the actual web, just to keep it sturdy. I'm going to attach these with zip ties this way, both of them. And then I'm going to attach some spiders. I don't know what size spiders I want to attach to it, but I want to attach some spiders. And then, and this is going to be my corona, my crown, my spidey crown. Hello, little spider, come here, little spider. Give me an idea of how awesome you're going to be. Then I was thinking of like dangling of some, like with the same fishing wire, because they're webs, right? Like dangling some, because I'm gonna have some dangling from my little sleeves. Not only am I gonna have a spider hot glued here, I'm going to have, I mean, they already have the string, so I'm gonna have a smaller spider, which are in here somewhere, dangling from here somewhere. So when I'm walking or when I'm talking, I have my spider here, and I'll have a spider dangling here. One's going to be shorter length than the other, so I mean, they can be random crawling on me. But that's what I'm going to get myself into today, this evening. I got to get my hot glue gun going. I think I'm going to have to move over to the dining table to work on the other part, if y'all want to come with. Okay, so here's how I have everything set up. I had to get my spiders sorted by size because I don't know how big I want to get on this chapeau, because this spider is bigger than the chapeau. This one is kind of perfect. Not sure. Do I want it dangling? Not sure. But here's my setup. So let's get into this. I got to connect my my glue gun. I am going to do a little dab of hot glue, just every now and then, here and there and here and there. And then I'm going to follow through with the twine, with the fishing twine. So you can't see it really. So I'm going to start dabble do ya. I'm going to start dabble do ya in the web here. 'Tis the season for burnt fingers. To make sure I don't go through to the table. See, this is what happens when you don't prep. When I get so excited about trying to be crafty, I don't prep. So my web may very well stick to my friggin' table. Ay, me quemé. I burned myself. Get my twine ready because I'm going to go in through here and just start tying up. Okay, so I know it's hard to see, but I've already tied off my fishing line to here, and I probably should have put it through a needle. It would be easier to thread through, but like I said, I get all gung-ho and happy, and I don't prep the way I should. I went ahead and attached the needle, and I'm just going to use it as my guide to go through and be sure that it's nice and reinforced on all sides. So as you can tell, it's nice and attached. I got my little extra points sticking out like I wanted, okay? I have to grab this sucker and position it where I'm going to want it. That way I know where to put my barrettes. Okay. I kind of look like the Statue of Liberty and the Virgin Mary, and I know that's sacrilege to some. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't want it touching my neck. Don't want it poking me. So I need to make sure that this is going to be at the nape of my neck. And I need to figure out where to put my barrettes. Can I get away with one? Probably. But like I said, my hair is so thin, I may need the extra clippage. So, yeah, right at the center. So we're going to go under this part of the web. And you want to get as close to the center as you can, just so it doesn't wiggle around a lot. You're going to use 2 zip ties for each barrette. Okay, now with your barrettes closed, you're going to position them right in the center, and this is perfect because the web offers me a perfect center. You're going to slide your little doohickey under here, and get all to the bottom, like under here. You see this plate? Press it up under there, but make sure your barrette's closed or it's going to snap it. And then you go through. And this is where I messed up because I have no coordination, guys. I cannot do too many things with my hands at the same time. So you're just going to feed it through. Get up in here. And zip tie that sucker down as best as you can. Start pulling it towards you as you pull. Start pulling it towards you as you pull. Until it's nice and tight and taut where you want it. Okay? Okay. So there's one half. Now you're going to do the same thing with your second one. Now if you can get away with one barrette, go for it. I'm nervous about one barrette because I need all the help I can get holding anything up in this thin hair of mine. But we're just going to do the same thing. Feed through and pull as you go, or your barrette's going to break. Feed through as you go. Tighten it as well as you need to tighten it. And this is where you decide. Do you need another barrette or not? Nice and tight. It opens. It closes. Look at all this long extra. We're just going to clip that. Now I'm curious. Let's try this out with one barrette. Okay, so now on to the little gloves. I'm making a hot glue mess all over this table, guys. I'm debating between these gorgeous glittery creatures in this size or these gorgeous glitteries in this size. And I think this would cover more of the little bauble here, but they're too big. And this one Doesn't cover as much of the bobble, but it's just enough touch of ew. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot going on, guys. There's the lace and then the little string that I'm actually going to hang one of these spiders off of. So I think we're going to go with these. I think we're going to hot glue the hot, I call these Michael Jackson spiders because they're all glittery. So I think that's what we're going to do. So put a little dab will do ya here. Little dab will do ya all around here. Attach and hold. And that ain't going nowhere, folks. Nowhere. Okay, I hope not. But a little glue goodness here. All over your spider body and booty and bottom. Okay. And attach. Isn't that pretty? There's my little spiders. There's my little spider goodness. Woohoo! You know what? If I didn't have these thunder thighs, I would totally, well, in a different costume, if I had a short skirt, because I thought of doing a tutu, but I'm too old for a tutu, and too nalgona, my booty's too bubbly for a tutu. We're going to be exposing things. But those thigh-high kind of stockings that they have, wouldn't those have been cute with a friggin' spider attached to it? But there's my little spiders, and then I want to attach these hanging from here and hanging from here. I poked a hole in this one's butt. I was going to hot glue it, but I don't trust the hot glue. I'm going to be moving my arms around, and I don't want just the hot glue to be supporting it. So I'm using this little paring knife, getting right up here in the butt, and making a little pokey holey. Make a little pokey holey in his little booty. Little pokey holey. Okay, I had already put everything away, and I went to look back to see everything that I had done, and I realized that I forgot one very important thing, guys. The back to my crown. There's the front, okay? I have no back. So I am going to attach this little sparkly thing exactly point to point to the back, okay? Now the web showing through isn't going to be glossy on this side, but that's okay because we're going to judge it up in the back. So I'm going to match it point to point. So now here's my front and here's my back, but we ain't done. Oh no, like I said, I want lots of glue, lots of glue. Okay, we're going to put him right there. I think I'm going to add this little guy right here. I don't know if I want him crawling a different way, but definitely down here so I can cover any glue glop. Okay. We're going to attach that little sucker right there. Attach him and let him dry. Okay. So now I'm going to have one of these little babies dangling. And I got to make a little hole in his derriere to make room for the twine. Pull it around its little butt. Here's your back. And surprise! Since I'm up, I went ahead and found the brooch that I want to attach to the spider. Now I'm going to put him this way. So I want to attach this clip to the spider. That way all I have to do is open and slide down into the front. So hold that for a bit there. Let that set. Now I'm going to get my zippity-doo tie. I definitely want the help of the zip tie to make sure my little spider belt doesn't break. But I don't want it to take away from the spider. So I'm going in between its little ribs. Tickly, tickly, tickly. I'm going in between the ribs. And I'm going to go under the clip. Okay. Open and pull. I don't want the buckle under there. It's as taut as it's gonna get. Okay. Just for that extra added security. That extra added security. Cooperate, would you, spider? Jeez. Why do you have to make things so difficult? Want to make sure we can still open it comfortably and freely. Yep. And snip. There he is, guys. There's my spider buckle. I shouldn't manhandle it too much. I just set the glue down. But there's the clip. And I should be able to just slide it onto my skirt, onto my dress, onto my belt. And that will be my spider buckle. Okay guys, this is active day 3 of my working on my costume. I'm about to spray paint my spider legs. I went ahead and put this tarp on the fence so I don't spray paint the fence. I'm using these clips to hold the belt up. As you all can see, the black tape not doing so well. It is coming up, so I used a combo of black tape and Gorilla Glue duct tape to try and hold the legs. I'm hoping that the spray paint doesn't screw up the foam, although I did test the spray paint on the foam and it worked well. I just hope it doesn't do something to the stickiness of the tape. But I'm about to start spray painting. Okay, so I finished the front and the sides of my legs. I'm about to flip them over and try and do the back. I hope I have enough spray paint. I went in the garage and dug around a bit and I found a few more cans. Hopefully it's enough. I just got to do the back. So let's flip these suckers over. If I'm imagining things or if the spray paint really is eating through the foam. I hope I'm imagining things. Let me show you guys where I think it's melting. Y'all see that? Doesn't that look blue to you again? And doesn't it look kind of weird? Like it's dissolving? For now, it is what it is. I've gotten a lot done, all to avoid. What you doing? all to avoid sewing on that dress, which isn't going to take long. I'm worried that I'll sew it and it'll sew too tight or sew it together. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to sewing. I gotta go in. The mosquitoes are biting me. You're gonna be out here? Yeah. She wants to hang out there a little while. Let me turn the TV down. I have Back to the Future 3 on in the background. Let me sit down just a bit. Oh, it's about 7. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock, so that's why it's dark in here. But you guys, my hands are sticking to my phone. I feel bad for my neighbor. I was out there spray painting. I had no idea she had her windows open. Who the hell has her window open at night in 93 degrees? But she may have a reason. She might be cleaning. I don't know. But of all days for my neighbor to have her window open is when I'm out there spray painting 4 cans worth of spray paint on something. But I didn't do it on purpose. So let's see. Yeah, all I have to do now, if the legs work out, I hope they do. And like I was telling little dude, I hope I don't walk around smelling like spray paint. That'll be like really gross. But for the most part, all the props are done. I just completed the legs. All the props are done. So yeah, the crown, the spider buckle, the gloves, the chapeau, the legs, the dress has everything on it that I want to sew on. I still don't know if I'm going to do anything to my face. I'm definitely going to do a crazy red lip. I want to draw some fangs. I want to start playing around, practicing with a little bit of face paint, some eyes and stuff. I still want to figure out how the heck to incorporate these freaking glasses into everything. But I don't know if I want to do a wig or just curl my hair. I'm not sure. Or maybe just go for it and get a red wig. You know, I don't know. I don't know, maybe a little oomph of color, not sure, but that's all for now. So I'm sitting here inserting these little wooden dowels into my spider legs to try and give them a little boost at the waist of the belt instead of just drippy drooping. Y'all have heard me say this over and over again, y'all's poor little ears. It ain't working like I thought. It did give some of the legs a little boost, but not the boost that I wanted. But I figured since I'm doing a tutorial on this whole costume, I would show you guys a little bit of what I'm doing with the dowels. I ain't gonna quit at the dowels though. I'm gonna go ahead and see if the screws or the nails give it a little bit more support. But at the end of the day, if it don't work, it don't work. If I don't get the look I'm going for, I'm just gonna dabble the acrylic paint on them today, and I am so done. Okay, done. So if you sneak a peekaloo, you can see the little dowel point in there. All I'm doing is I'm taking an X-Acto knife, gauging where my leg is in the front so I don't stab myself, going in, making a slit, and listen for the pop that goes through the little Velcro tab. And then I wiggle. Now I have broken quite a few dowels. They're really thin. But then I make note of where the hole is, which is hard because it's friggin' dark. And then I just start trying to press in my dowel. And then I just skewer it like you would a shish kebab. I try and guide it through as best as I can. Some of them are busting through right here or breaking as I push in. So I'm trying to be careful. See how that's popping out right there? I just push it back and go back in. Yeah, please don't break. I'm over it. And then I take this little thing. I had a thimble, but this works better than my thimble. And I push in till it's in there. Now it looks like it's sitting up, right? But then when okay, see, some of them stand up and some of them don't. I got one more left, and then we're gonna try it on and see if there is any difference. So I'm gonna stand in front of this mirror in the bathroom, and yes, I'm wearing the same sleep clothes that I had on the other day, but I sleep in them. They don't get dirty. Just putting that out there so y'all don't judge me. Hang on. So I definitely see a difference. They did pop up a little bit. This one is just in need of some extra effort, but they did pop up a little at the waist like I wanted. I'm still, because I'm hard-headed, gonna try a screw or a nail just to see if it gives it any more oomph. But it worked some. So I decided to reinforce the little dowel with one of the screws. I figured the screw was just a little bit longer than the nails, and then with all the little twisties in the screw, it would stay in way easier than a nail. I was worried that the nails would just slide out, but it did give it just an even teenier, tinier boost, and I'm happy with the way it looks. I am ready to paint these suckers. So I'm just going to do the painting inside because outside it's too muggy and there's bugs and it's too muddy. I'm going to end up making a huge mess over these legs, and I just can't deal with these legs anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and paint them inside. I went ahead and spread out my little plastic tarp. I've got my acrylic paint right here. Right here. I'm going to pour it out on this plate, and we'll start. I hope it adheres, guys, because if not, I'm going to end up with blue legs. Let's see. I hope so. It looks like it will. And anywhere that ain't black is going to be black. It's soaking it in. Hope it doesn't flake off. So I'm going to paint these and show you guys the results when I'm done. Okay. So here's the dress. The web has been attached the way I want. Of course, it'll stretch out some once I put it on my bod. The only thing I haven't done, and I might not do just because I really am over it, is attach the little gem rings for a little bling, like in the inspiration picture. But there is so much Spidey goodness going on with this costume, I don't think it needs it. But there's that. Now initially, this was going to be the skirt that went around and kind of draped open right here. But I thought it would be nicer as a little capelet or cover for the dress. I left these here so I can tie it, but I think it's going to be really pretty as a cover. I attached some spiders right here just for some ooh factor. Now this was going to be the shawl that was going to go around. I was going to have this skirt. I was going to have this down as a skirt, this as a cover for my arms, but I decided that this is going to be used as a face covering to cover my glasses, to give it more of a mystique, kind of a spooky vibe, and I think it's going to work out perfect. I don't have to worry about my glasses geeking up or nicifying my spider costume. Now, along with the face covering is the headpiece. Oh goodness, my spider's coming off. Oh, my spider came off. I'm gonna have to reattach before tomorrow, or before 6 p.m. tomorrow. But anywho, this is a headpiece, and I initially wanted to wear it behind my head, but I decided through some inspiration photos that tilted on my head as a little hat would be even better, and I'll still have the little spider dangling. Only thing I have to do now is hot glue my spider back on. I have the big buckle. It's going to go centered right here on my belly. And this is going to go attached to the now infamous legs. They're as done as they're going to be, guys. I painted them. They're nice and dry. They still have a bit of an odor, but nothing as offensive or gross as spray paint. So there are the legs. And here are the little gloves that I'm going to wear. They come up from your wrist up to your elbow. And I attached a little dangly spider to both. A little extra ooh. Okay. Okay, I don't even know what day this is because I've been working on this video forever. But I'm at the end. Everything is ready for tomorrow. Everything is ready for tomorrow, as you saw. The only thing is my wanting to get up a little early and play around with the makeup and trying to draw some fangs. I'm going to keep it very basic. But then I thought of something. Last year I was a crow, okay? And I had these gloves with claws. And I thought, how friggin' similar are these claws to fangs? Especially looking at the pictures I've been looking at. So I declawed one of my gloves. Look at that. And I'm thinking maybe with some eyelash adhesive, I can attach them like I would draw them. I would hate for them to fall off of my face though. But I've known people to use eyelash adhesive before on Halloween. So, I don't know. I might draw them on and then lightly put these on top. I don't know. I just love the idea of actual fangs. So we'll see. But that's the last of it. I'm gonna mousse the heck out of my hair tomorrow so it'll be thick enough to hold my chapeau, and put some extra bobby pins in it and stuff. I'm just gonna straighten my hair and let it lie flat in the back. But I'm going to mousse it and not mess around up here with the straightener. I'm just gonna do the ends just to keep them straight, just keep them out of the way, because I thought about wearing my hair up, but know that it's not gonna work. I'd rather just have it down. I did buy that black and white wig. Hex to the no, I looked like a crazy grandma, so no. So I'll just attach it to my head as best as I can and hope for the best. But that's it. I think she's pretty. I think she's very pretty. I think it's gonna be fun. Honestly, guys, little dude wants me to wear it both to Boo Bash and to Scare on the Square, and I just really don't want to mess around with the legs and stuff at Scare on the Square. So I was just gonna do the butterfly costume. But I honestly think he's proud of my endeavors and my costume achievements. Because the last few years, he's not very demonstrative. He's not very vocal. But you can kind of tell when he's like proud of his mama. And I get that vibe. I get that vibe that he's proud of my little costumes. And he's proud of how I put together his costume down to the very last perfect detail. Because, yeah, he wanted me to wear the spider to both events. And I'm like, ugh. Maybe. He really seems to want me to wear it to both. So maybe I might. I don't know. But it makes me feel good that we have that in common and that we have this much fun with it. And that he likes what his mama do. Because he really liked the spooky doll I did the year before last. And then the crow that I did last year. He seemed to really like it. And now he's just loving. I think it's the legs. Honestly, I think it's the legs. When I put the legs on after they were finished, he was like, oh, you gotta wear it for both. I'm like, we'll see. But you guys, this is the end of this video, this journey, this long convoluted try this until it don't work, you know. It's all trial and error, honey. I ain't nothing professional going on up in here. It's just ideas that pop into my head, and I'm stubborn, and I have to make them come to fruition. But it seems like I've been doing this forever, trying to put this video together forever. But this is it for now. I'm going to do a reveal probably tomorrow just because I'm exhausted, you guys. I'm so exhausted. But I'll definitely do a whole look tomorrow, and I might post pictures on the community tab. I'll definitely post pictures on Facebook. But I might, if I can, post pictures on the community tab just so you guys can get an idea, because I still don't know what kind of video I want to make with this costume. And the weather's going to get funky here in a little bit, and I don't want to be out in the rain trying to do a video. But I definitely want to get my video done before Halloween, because I've made a video. Did I make a crow video? I did not make a crow video last year. We didn't make videos last year. We did the bunny and the crazy doll, but we did not do a crow. I couldn't come up with a good idea for a crow. Couldn't find a nest big enough. But anywho, I'm gonna go jump in the shower and call it a night, and look forward to tomorrow. Little dude ain't gonna be able to focus at school all day. But thanks for watching and hanging out. For those of you that were interested in this Halloween shenaniganery. Yeah, for all these Halloween shenanigans. See what we get ourselves into next year. But anywho, thanks for watching, and I love y'all bunches. Bye.